Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter.
Hello, fine folks. This is Freedom Fighter, and welcome to Goldilocks Global Banking News. I am your host. Beautiful folks. Today, we have several members reporting more and more success with establishing relationships with the actual wealth managers, the bankers that will be exchanging their currencies. We are seeing more and more being reported within our banking system how it is being prepped for the RV. Goldilocks is sharing information today on gold, new regulations going into effect in the Federal Register. New regulations, we can call them laws, that affect gold. You must know, the only way the RV will occur is for gold to back our currencies. We will not exchange in a fiat system whereby our currencies are backed by nothing. That would be pointless. That would be futile. Why would we exchange into a new banking system with the old banking system up and running and alive? Our exchanges would be dead, because we would be exchanging into a system whereby you can have millions of dollars and gone overnight because our money's not backed by anything. Ladies and gentlemen, it will be gold that will set us free. Goldilocks has been saying this for more than 5 years. So let's jump into what President Trump is doing, because we see gold is continuously reaching its all-time high. So let's jump right into this. The Department of Interior, which this is an interim rule. The Department of Interior manages minerals. So when you think of minerals, think of in-ground assets, including gold. They also manage land, national parks, wildlife refuges. The Department of Interior works with foreign trade and international trade negotiations as well. The International Relations Division, they're involved with trade and other foreign affairs. Remember, Goldilocks has always coined the phrase, watch the water. Why? Because that's where our currencies move, on the water, in trade, when countries trade amongst each other. On January the 20th, President Trump enforced a freeze whereby it delays the effective date of what the former president has enforced as it pertains to our economy. So there's a regulatory freeze pending review, which gives President Trump the power to review Joe Biden's documents and all of his actions regarding the economy. So, this freeze is until March the 21st, where President Trump and his team will review all economic activities, from the previous administration, and how it affects our economy, which includes, folks, gold. See, gold prices are expected to revalue this year at some point in time. We can actually see, witness every day how gold is going up in value. Gold will back our currencies for the RV, folks. We are in the midst of watching gold in real time revalue. This is what we need for the RV. You think it's a coincidence that gold is continuously rising during the same time where Trump's digital asset regulations are in motion? During the same time that Iraq, Vietnam, and other countries are going digital? See, folks, gold, as a matter of fact, the conversations that the CBI has with Goldilocks D, the last conversation via the conference call on October the 14th of last year, where we had our call with the CBI, they questioned Goldilocks very heavily about gold. Even Iraq, they rank 29th in the world in gold reserves. You don't realize they're getting prepared for the revaluation of the Iraqi dinar? Gold stocks are currently undervalued. Goldilocks is showing the proof with articles we will have in the description. There is a strong likelihood that gold will continue to rise in the next several months throughout this year. No, that does not mean that we have to wait for gold to get to a certain price in order for the RV to happen. We are not telling you this. We're just informing you that what is needed for the RV, as far as gold is creeping up in preparation for the revaluation of all currencies. Why? Because the revaluation of gold will also help to strengthen the revaluation of all the currencies, because gold will back all currencies. You got to realize a gold revaluation would likely change all the currency values, as it directly impacts the value of a country's gold reserves, which can influence the strength and stability of a currency. A gold standard is if a country is on a gold standard where its currency is directly tied to the price of gold, a revaluation would directly change the exchange rate. I'm going to repeat that. If a country's gold is on a gold standard where its currency is directly tied to the price of gold, a revaluation would directly change the exchange rate of that currency. Gold is within the central bank's reserves of every country. The Federal Reserve here in the United States, the Central Bank of Iraq, gold reserves. The State Bank of Vietnam, gold reserves. Every country around the world has gold within their reserves. Iraq also has been buying a ton of gold, a lot more recently, within the last several years. A sudden revaluation of gold would calm the markets and create stability, and also create the revaluation of currencies. We are witnessing gold moving up in its value because many countries around the world and many governments are looking to gold as their safe haven. The top investors, you know those whales that you hear gurus talk about, which don't exist in dinar land? The real so-called whales are their major investors, hedge funders that move the financial markets. They are pumping heavily into gold. And yes, these are also the people that are pumping money heavily into digital assets, which will be the lifeline of the new banking system. the digital asset banking system. Gold will set us free, ladies and gentlemen. So pay attention as we are right in the midst of the golden era. Be well.
Hello, beautiful people. This is Freedom Fighter. Thank you for tuning into our channel, Goldilocks Global Banking News. Everybody knows that Goldilocks is the #1 source for the RVGCR. People from around the world tune in to see what Goldilocks is sharing on the RVGCR. Don't miss your chance and get your latest updates every day. So like, share, and subscribe to this channel to get your daily podcast from the Goldilocks articles on the RVGCR. Brought to you by Freedom Fighter.